Hi and welcome to another product demo from fobfix.com. Today we're going to be showing you our Astra K programmer that does Astra Ks from 2015 to 2021. Now, this is a 68 plate or an 18 plate. You notice the bonnet's slightly ajar. We've got a 12 volt battery pack connected up to it because on these later model Vauxhalls / Opels, there's an 11-minute security wait time when it comes to adding keys, and you need to leave the ignition on, so we don't want the battery to go flat. The car's currently got these two keys as it would come from factory with. One's what we call a lollipop key. It's just a blade and immobiliser chip, and the other one's the remote. Now, we deleted this remote just to be able to show you it. See, it doesn't work. We'll show you this one added back in by the tool. We'll just jump into the car. Now, there'll be a few messages on this dash because it's actually in for a bit of work and a service. Now, this is the key that starts the car. So we pop that in the ignition, just get that in there, and if we look somewhere just over here, there is a little security light, the little padlock and the car, and we'll just get rid of these messages. It says the bonnet's open and the fuel's low, but that light's gone off, and if we put the clutch down, that starts the car. That's fine, you can hear it running. There we go, and just at over 1,000 revs. I'll turn that off. But if we need to change the oil soon as well. So if we show you obviously the remote one doesn't work, pop that in the ignition and get rid of the oil prompt and the bonnet prompt and change the engine oil. And if we see on the centre of the dash, wait a second, it should say, not about the fuel level, but theft deterrent system. That's just saying that the key that's in there is not programmed. And if you look just there, you can see the car and the padlock. This one, if we put the clutch down, it dies because that one isn't programmed to the car. The engine turns over, but it won't run for longer than 3 or 4 seconds. Right, standard FobFix programmer. We'll just put all the switches down just to check how many keys are currently programmed to the vehicle. So if we just put the key that it can be either key just to get the ignition on. Let's just put the working key in, turn the ignition on, forget about all these. So with all the switches down, the OBD port is just on a level just under here. So if we plug that in, and we'll get the startup tones, and it'll tell us how many keys are programmed with green tone. So just get one green beep to say that there's one key programmed, then power's off. Right, the key that we want to program, let's pop that in the ignition. So that's this one, and we'll turn the ignition on and get rid of all these messages again. These won't occur on most vehicles. It's just because this one needs servicing. So if we put the program into switch number 4, if we put that one up, so it's add key mode, and we can turn that one off. Now we'll plug it in, we'll get the one extra blue beep to say we're in add key mode. The unit will interrogate the dashboard for a PIN code for the vehicle, which takes about between 30 seconds and a minute. And then once that happens, it's got the PIN code, it will log into the vehicle, and then it will initiate the security wait time, which is 11 minutes. And this LED on here, rather than flashing green or orange, it'll go purple. And you'll see a little chirp about once a second, or you'll hear a chirp once a second. It'll stay purple for about 11 minutes. So go make yourself a brew, or you sit around, because at the 11th minute when that goes off and it starts doing some other beeps, you need to cycle the key. So what we'll do is, I'll show you that one. Pop that one in. Extra one blue beep, and it flashes yellow. And what you'll get is a little click from the dashboard. You'll get some more messages because it actually resets the dash as it does this. It says a tyre pressure monitor's not working and various things aren't working. It's just because it's reset the dashboard. If we just keep an eye on this, you'll probably hear another click from the dash at some point. It's really faint, but there we go. If you're in here, you'd hear it, and eventually it will start flashing yellow again, and then it will go. Just dismiss all these. You don't need to, you can leave it, but there we go. You can hear that little cheep. And what I will do is, I'll set my watch. Oh, reset that. Set a stopwatch. There we go. And what we'll do is, we'll pop back in roughly 10.5 minutes, and we'll see what happens. And if you just follow the things that I do, the prompts, you can you see it program the second key in, and we'll give it a test. Back shortly. And at this point, I'd gone for a brew, so I managed to get back just seconds after the purple light went out. Welcome back. We are just waiting on this now to beep a couple of times. It's just gone from purple. It should do a couple of blue beeps telling us to turn the ignition off, and then it'll go back to another 60 seconds wait time. That's where we need to turn the ignition back on, and it should say 2 keys programmed at that point, and then we can do another cycle, and that's the key fully synced up. So it's done the 9 or 10, I think it's 10.5 minutes, about around the 10-minute mark, and then the light goes off. 2 blue lights say turn the ignition off, and you've got another 45 to 60 seconds wait time. 1 blue beep, turn the ignition on. 2 keys programmed. 2 to turn it off again. I'll do another 45 seconds. But yeah, it's definitely programmed those 2 keys in. Another 45 seconds. So you do the 10 minutes wait time. 2 blue beeps, key off. 1 blue beep, key on. 2 blue beeps, key off. 1 blue beep, key on, and that's it. It's done that. That second one is just to commit the key to the body control module's memory. One blue on, and then that did 2 green beeps to say that it's 2 keys now programmed. Don't know if you saw that one, but we can test it anyway. But if we see the def deterrent light is now not flashing rapidly. And if we test the actual remote, okay, it locks actually. If I shut the door, it'll probably, there you go, cycle the locks. And if we pop it in the ignition, now starts and the car runs. Easy as that. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.